The Enigmatic Librarian. Prologue. In the quiet town of Ashwood, there stood an old library that had been in operation for over a century. It was a grand building with towering shelves filled with ancient books. The townspeople rarely visited anymore, save for one enigmatic librarian named Evelyn. Rumors swirled about her mysterious past and the strange occurrences that happened within the library's walls after dark. Chapter 1. The Newcomer. One rainy afternoon, a young man named Daniel moved to Ashwood to escape his past. He had always been drawn to books and quickly found solace in the town's library. On his first visit, he was greeted by Evelyn, whose piercing gaze seemed to see right through him. She welcomed him warmly, yet there was an air of secrecy about her that Daniel couldn't ignore. Chapter 2. The Discovery. As Daniel spent more time in the library, he began to notice odd things. Books were often found in places he hadn't left them, and he could swear he heard whispers among the stacks. One evening, while exploring the deepest recesses of the library, he discovered a hidden door behind a shelf. Intrigued, he pried it open and found a narrow staircase leading down into darkness. Chapter 3. The Basement. Daniel descended the staircase and found himself in a dimly lit basement filled with old tomes and strange artifacts. In the center of the room was a large, ornate desk covered in papers and books. As he examined them, he realized they were written in an ancient language. Just then, Evelyn appeared behind him, her expression unreadable. She calmly asked him to leave, but Daniel could see a flicker of fear in her eyes. Chapter 4. The Secrets. Determined to uncover the library's secrets, Daniel began to research the history of Ashwood and its library. He discovered that Evelyn had been the librarian for over 50 years, yet she hadn't aged a day. There were also accounts of people disappearing after visiting the library late at night. The more he learned, the more he realized that Evelyn was at the center of it all. Chapter 5. The Confrontation. One night, Daniel returned to the library and confronted Evelyn. He demanded to know the truth about her and the library. Evelyn sighed and reluctantly began to explain. She revealed that she was the guardian of a powerful, ancient book hidden in the basement. The book contained dark knowledge and spells that, if misused, could bring about great evil. She had been tasked with protecting it for centuries, and her longevity was a result of the book's magic. Chapter 6. The Temptation. Evelyn warned Daniel to stay away from the book, but his curiosity got the better of him. That night, he snuck back into the basement and found the book. As he opened it, he felt a surge of power course through him. The whispers grew louder, and he began to read the forbidden spells. The more he read, the more he became consumed by the book's dark influence. Chapter 7. The Change. Over the next few days, Daniel began to change. He became withdrawn and irritable, and strange things started happening around him. Objects moved on their own, and shadows seemed to follow him wherever he went. He could feel the book's power growing inside him, and it terrified him. Chapter 8. The Battle. Evelyn, sensing the dark magic emanating from Daniel, knew she had to act. She confronted him in the library, pleading with him to stop before it was too late. But Daniel, now under the book's control, refused. A fierce battle ensued, with Evelyn using her centuries of knowledge and magic to try and subdue him. The library shook as the two clashed, their powers tearing the room apart. Chapter 9. The Revelation. In the midst of their battle, Daniel had a sudden revelation. He saw a vision of the future, one where the book's dark power destroyed everything he held dear. Overwhelmed with guilt and fear, he finally understood the true cost of the knowledge he sought. With a final burst of strength, he broke free from the book's influence and collapsed. Chapter 10. The Redemption. Evelyn, seeing that Daniel had regained control, rushed to his side. She helped him up and explained that the book's power could be sealed away once more, but it required a sacrifice. Daniel, determined to make amends, offered himself as the sacrifice. Evelyn performed the ritual, and the book's dark magic was contained once more. Daniel's life force was drained, and he fell into a deep, peaceful sleep. Chapter 11. The Aftermath. The library slowly returned to normal, and the dark energy that had plagued it dissipated. Evelyn, now free from her centuries-long duty, decided to leave Ashwood in search of a new life. Daniel, having survived the ritual, awoke to find the library transformed. He had been given a second chance, and he vowed to use it wisely. Chapter 12. The Legacy. Daniel became the new librarian, dedicated to preserving the knowledge within the library while protecting it from those who would misuse it. He learned from Evelyn's journals, gaining a deep understanding of the ancient book and its dangers. The townspeople, unaware of the true events, came to see him as a wise and enigmatic figure, much like Evelyn before him. Chapter 13. The new guardian years passed, and Daniel grew older. He trained a successor, passing on the knowledge and responsibility of guarding the library's secrets. The book remained hidden in the basement, a silent reminder of the power and danger it held. Chapter 14. The Warning. On his deathbed, Daniel left a final warning in his journal for future librarians. Knowledge is power, but some knowledge is best left forgotten. Guard it well, and never let curiosity lead you down the path of darkness. Chapter 15. The Eternal Vigil. The library continued to stand as a beacon of knowledge and mystery in Ashwood. The legacy of Evelyn and Daniel lived on, with each new guardian sworn to protect the ancient book and the secrets it contained. And as the whispers among the stacks faded into silence, the library remained a place of wonder and caution, a testament to the thin line between enlightenment and destruction. Epilogue. The story of the enigmatic librarian became a legend in Ashwood, a tale of curiosity, sacrifice, and redemption. The library, with its hidden depths and ancient secrets, remained a place of both fascination and fear. And those who dared to seek its darkest corners did so with the knowledge that some mysteries are better left unsolved.